Hey everyone, lots of people have been asking what tool it is I use to break the pallets, so I thought I would make a short video and just go through some of the things. So I've laid out my tools down here on the ground. You can see there I've got a normal claw hammer and a crowbar or jemmy. The next one along is the one that everyone's been asking about, which is the pallet crowbar or pallet wrecking bar. I also have just a normal hand saw, panel saw. This one is a circular saw, which I use for getting through some of the tougher pieces or really long pieces or anything that's got metal nails inside it. And then finally, my least favourite one is the reciprocating saw, which is really great for taking apart the pallets when you really don't want to waste any of the wood and you need to cut through the nails because you just can't pull it apart. I don't particularly like using it because there's a lot of vibration that comes off the tool, and yeah, sometimes because the blade is quite flexible, it cuts into the wood itself when you're trying to prise the two pieces apart. So I'll try and set up a pallet, which I've got down here waiting on the floor, and I'll try and demonstrate how I use each of the tools to get the pallet apart. Start with the claw hammer and the jemmy, and hopefully you can see this. Sorry, my camera's set up in a slightly precarious position. So the idea is you put the claw of the crowbar between the plank of wood and the main pallet body, and then just use your claw hammer to bash the hell out of it. And there you go, you can see it's finally come away now. And then you basically can do that all the way down along all of the pallet. Sometimes I get the bottom part of the jemmy for the middle section, and basically slide that down the back of the plank and then hit the top there to remove the middle section. But there you go, there's the first two, the simplest tools. They don't cost very much money, you can pick them up anywhere. You always see them at second-hand places or car boots, so you can pick them up for next to nothing and you don't have to go out and buy new. So I'll move on to the next one, which is the pallet wrecking bar. And I think on this particular pallet, which is quite tough, even that may struggle and may split some of the wood, but we'll give it a go. So here it is, this is what it looks like. Got two forks at the end. And obviously a really long handle, so you don't have to break your back bending down. And the idea is you put, what I normally do is I put one claw under the plank and the other one kind of just resting over the top, and then lever. So I'll try and get oh, my cat's just appeared. I'll try and get a picture, a shot of it so you can see. Over here. So I've just put one claw underneath the plank, the other one's just resting out to the side, and then using the main frame of the pallet as a lever, I'm going to basically just push down against that and hopefully it will prise the plank up. Yes! One came up. Let's try the middle. Now you can hear that there's a slight split in there, which is the problem when you've got really tough, well nailed together pallets. They just split. But there we go. We have one plank off. So this is the circular saw. Mine has got like a safety latch on it, so hopefully no fingers will get caught, and you can adjust the angle on here, and you can adjust the depth of the blade as well from this point here, which I will do because I used it the other day and didn't put it back to its normal setting. So that's that done. So I'm just going to use this to slice, basically just slice through the plank. It's going to get noisy. Okay, so basically sliced off both ends, and then what I'll use is the jemmy to take the middle one out. If I don't need the full length of the plank and I just want the plank to be half the size, then I could cut either side of this main plank here, and that'd be just as easy, but I do want the full length, so I'm just going to take that off, and then we'll get to the reciprocating saw and I can show you how it just basically cuts straight through the metal nails. Okay, so this is the reciprocating saw, my least favourite, and basically just has a blade that goes back and forth. It's quite a thin blade, so it fits down, well, it's supposed to fit down between the plank and this main frame of the pallet. So I'll try not to get in the way of the video, but what I'm going to do is get this blade in that gap and basically saw through the two nails. There's one there and one there. There it goes. And that one was pretty easy. Sometimes it can, like I say, the blade gets caught in the wood and then you get quite a lot of vibration and it can take a bit of time to saw through. The other problem with using this is it's fine for getting the ends off, but you can't get the middle one off because the shape of the saw and the size of it, I mean it's pretty long. You can't get the right angle to get the blade flat against the wood, so I'm going to have to do the middle section with the jemmy again. But that's it. They're the main tools that I use. I'm sure there's lots of people out there who do it different ways and have got lots of different methods. I'd love to hear them. Every little helps. But hopefully this just shows some of you that have asked the question basically how I go about it, and maybe give you a little bit more confidence to try it yourself. You definitely don't need one of these. You don't need a circular saw. You can do it all with a crowbar and a claw hammer, or let's say whatever tools you've got or you find, or you just saw the bits off. I started out with 2 claw hammers, didn't even have a crowbar, and it was hard, but I still managed to make stuff and went from there. So I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you again soon.